Welcome back, Truth Seeker. September 4th, 2019. The third headline today connecting the world of music and death. The first was the death of Trina's mother. The second was Mac Miller's drug dealer being arrested for his overdose. And the latest is Lashawn Daniels, the Grammy-winning songwriter, dead at 41 in a South Carolina car accident. And he reportedly died yesterday, September 3rd. We talked about the significance of this day, the same day Trina's mother died, in relation to Black history. I'm going to revisit that again. And before we get to the date of his death, just notice the date of the news. September 4th, 2019 is a date with 52 numerology. The man who's dead is Lashawn Daniels, a name that sums to 52. Number that connects to death in Kabbalah, where this code of letters and numbers comes from. As for all of these death headlines on September 4th is the day leaving 118 days left in the year. Just did a long presentation on the Mac Miller story, connecting Tupac, XXXTentacion, and so many others to the number 118, a number of death that shows up again and again. In light of him being 41 years old, if you write out 41 as a word, it sums to 118. And this isn't arbitrary. Last year on this day, September 4th, 2018, the 41st president was remembered and honored for his speech, 1,000 Points of Light. The 41st president was honored on this day. George Herbert Walker Bush, whose name equals 118. He was the 41st president. Skull and Bones equals 41. He was a member of Skull and Bones. And Skull and Bones gets its symbolism from an ossuary, which is a way to bury the dead. And notice ossuaries 118 like death. All of these things are interrelated. This code of letters and numbers is a code to Masons, occult practitioners, Kabbalists in high places. A secret to most. Now, as for the day he died, September 3rd, well, let me get to that here in just a moment, actually. I also want to point out that his name, Lashawn Daniels, sums to 83 like murder. Remember, the song Murder by Numbers came out in 1983 by the band The Police, the song that describes how killing is the sport of the elite. Look at the movie poster for Murder by Numbers. Only 2 letters are changed to numbers. The B's changed to an 8. The E is changed to a 3. 8-3. Murder sums to 38 and 83. The top of that movie poster is Sandra Bullock, which sums to 83, just like Lashawn Daniels. I'm sure someday we'll read about her by the numbers. But as for the date he died, September 3rd, he won his Grammy for Say My Name, the song by Destiny's Child and Beyonce. He won that award in 2001 at the 43rd Grammys. And Beyonce Giselle Knowles is one of many black musicians that have a name gematria of 93. This number is coded all over Black history. In fact, even Black History Month sums to 93. See my older work, read my book to learn more about why. But 93, there's a reason you have 2 dead black entertainers on September 3rd. Or Trina's mother dead September 3rd, and now this man. By the way, Grammys is 93. The song he won it for, Say My Name, equals 116. From his death to his upcoming birthday, December 28th, is 116 days. So his death has everything to do with his award. And every year around these music festivals, there's ritual sacrifices as well within the industry. Every single year. 58th Grammys, Prince's ex-girlfriend died. Purple Rain equals 58. That was his girlfriend, Vanity, from the time of Purple Rain. We said that day, Vanity's death signals Prince is coming soon. If I was Prince, I'd watch my ass. Next thing we know, we're reading about Prince by the exact numbers that we talked about in regards to the death of Vanity. Prince was found dead in an elevator. Elevator equals 118. Vanity's cause of death had to do with 118. From his last birthday to his death was 8 months and 6 days. Blood Sacrifice is 86. Shows up again and again. Mac Miller's 86. We just talked about that. His nickname was Big Shiz, which sums to 44 like kill. Trina's 44 while her mother's dead. And From the 43rd Grammys, where he won it for Say My Name, to his death is 967 weeks later. Gotta get a little bit mathematical here. 967 is the 163rd prime number. 163 is the 38th prime number. Death, murder, killing, RIP, they all sum to 38. And again, here's Trina's mother dead at 62. Sacrifice and Trina both 62. The reflection of 62 is 26. Cancer and Trina is also 26. Her mom's supposedly dead from cancer while she's 44 years old. Kill, cancer, chemo, they're all 44. I think I forgot to measure from her birthday, but again, they emphasize Nessa. It's 58 and 77, just like Secret Society. Freemasonry and Rosicrucian are 58. Again, Purple Rain 58. We're just talking about Vanity dead the day of the 58th Grammys. Or actually, this death was 13 weeks from Trina's birthday, or 91 days. 91 is the 13th triangular number, meaning if you add 1 through 13 together, it equals 91. They emphasize Nessa. Nessa 13, dead 13 weeks from Trina's birthday. Murder by numbers. And a lot of people said, well, why would they kill her now? Trina's career's been pretty much over for 20 years. That's not the way it works. When you sign the dotted line, you're signing away your future. These people kill by a code. You know, I kind of find it sad that so many people even left comments like that on Trina. It's like, you guys aren't really getting what I'm showing you. These people kill by a code. The phrase, your number is up. Everything aligned perfectly for this day in history for Trina. And, you know, I don't think a lot of these entertainers, when they're younger, when they sign on the dotted line, they realize what they've agreed to. And by the way, in light of this this death right here, Lashawn Daniels being connected to the 43rd Grammys, don't forget that earlier this year you had Ashton Kutcher in the headlines for the Hollywood Ripper case, which was a murder from the time of the 43rd Grammys, from the day of the 43rd Grammys. And I pointed out that, you know, killing equals 43, and 43rd Grammys, April 3rd, 4-3 is the 93rd day of the year. They called this guy the Hollywood Ripper, like Jack the Ripper. If you go back and look at the Jack the Ripper killings, they began on April 3rd in 1888 in Whitechapel, which sums to 187, like the homicide code. And you can go back and watch my video from earlier this year. Hollywood Rippers 211, like Jack the Ripper, the 47th prime, like the 47 degrees on the Masonic compass. They said this guy would stab his victims 47 times. So, again and again, same numbers, same type of rituals. Ashton Kutcher was 23 years old at the time of the killing. Murder 83, the 23rd prime, Ashton 23. So, yet again, the 43rd Grammys come up this year. This time, Lashawn Daniels, who won the award there, February 21st, 2001. Now that I think about it, that was a date with 44 numerology. 2 plus 21 plus 20 plus 01. 44, just like his nickname, Big Shiz 44. Kill 44. Till next time, Truth Seeker.